So now, speaking of rewind, let's take it back to the 90s since we already there. We could stay there. It might have been around the same year this song came out. Well, around the same time because it was 97 when Aqua came out with Barbie Girl. But guess what? After 30 damn years, Aqua is breaking up. This got to be the gayest story we probably told on this. But yes, Aqua best known for Barbie Girl. Y'all can say that's probably their only hit. First of all, I was a fan. They had Bumblebees, Happy Boys and Girls. Um, what else? Lollipop Candyman. That was my shit. Back in the day, I was a big old cartoon heroes. They had so many songs, but Barbie Girl was their biggest hit. They even got sampled many a times. They even got sampled by Nicki Minaj and who was the other one that she did it with? Oh, Ice Spice. Her Down syndrome looking ass. So apparently, they said the Danish Eurodance group responsible for the 1997 hit Barbie Girl announced they were breaking up in a statement shared to Instagram on Monday, May 18th. And it was in a language, which what did I guess they speak Norwegian, but oh, they also have it in English. So they said, yeah, after many incredible years, we have decided to close a chapter of Aqua as a live band. Aqua has been such a huge part of our lives, and together we had the chance to experience more than we ever dared to dream of. We've traveled the world countless times, met so many wonderful people, sung together with millions of you, and shared memories that we will carry with us forever. When you've been together for this long, you also learn when it's time to protect what you've created together. For us, this feels like the right moment to say goodbye while the memories are still strong and while the love for the music, the story, and each other remains intact. For the bottom of our hearts, thank you to everyone who has been part of this journey over the past 30 years. Thank you for the love, the energy, the support, and for all the moments we share together. Nothing but love and gratitude from here on. Endless love, Lene, Renee, and Soren. Because I forgot there was four of them. And I believe that one of them left the group and they decided not to, I guess, tour together anymore. So now it's a trio. If I'm not mistaken, I think the guy with the blonde hair is the one who left the group and all the other stuff. So people in the comments, what they said. Thank you for the music. For my friends and I, the party isn't a real party without a few Aqua songs. Look, I was into the whole cheesy Eurodance music. I would listen to Aqua and the Venga Boys. Remember them? The Venga bus is coming, and jumping from New York and San Francisco, and this whatever fucking disco. It's like, look, I used to live for that song, and then it became the Six Flags song. Anyway, so another person said, so disappointing and sad for the fans and unexpected. Not only that, no new music. You could have at least released Hero as a goodbye gift. Child, they ain't released new music since what they said, because it says it in here. I think since like 2018. That's the last time they released music. Another person said, it's your 30th anniversary next year of Aquarium. People want to see it. Yeah, because they had Aquarium, they had I think they had Aquarius. Now they said you guys, along with the Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys, Marilyn Manson, TLC, No Doubt, Garbage, Alanis Morissette, and Hanson make us 90 kids fly high in the sky. Thanks for the music, guys. You will always be alive and present in our hearts and in our ears. So there's that, but then they also went on to say, okay, so the group burst onto the scene in 1997, in case you need a little history lesson, with their debut album Aquarium and featured Barbie Girl in its lyrics like I'm a blonde bimbo girl in a fantasy world. Now in 2000, Barbie's parent company, Mattel, sued Aqua's then label MCA Records and claimed the song violated Barbie's trademark and sexualized the kid's toy. I mean, child, quiet as it's kept. People used to always take Barbie damn clothes off, so she was already sexualized. I was being one of them as a kid. I was stripping Barbie and making her hunch Ken. So I knew about all that even when I was a kid. So we didn't need Aqua to pretty much reveal the elephant in the room. The lawsuit was dismissed in 2002 after a court ruled it was protected under a work of parody under the First Amendment, and Mattel later used the song in a promotional video for Barbie dolls. We would say they could have used the song in the Barbie movie. So Barbie, y'all was so damn stupid. Y'all was out here trying to Mattel. Y'all were trying to be slick, and it backfired. But but yeah, it was used under parody, similar to Weird Al Yankovic. Like if Weird Al, he wouldn't have no career if he wasn't like if he wasn't parodying all the songs that he was parodying. Madonna, Michael Jackson, so many people he parodied. The group made a resurgence in 2023 after their signature hit was reworked by Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice for the Barbie movie, which earned the band a new wave of stateside success in the form of a top 10 hit, 2 Grammy noms, a U.S. tour, and a spot on the lineup of Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest in 2024. Now, speaking to people that same year, keyboardist Soren Rosted said of the group's renewed success, "It's been out of this world fantastic." Now, prior to 2023, Aqua hadn't toured the U.S. since Barbie Girl. So, yeah, it's been a minute since they've been out here doing what they've been doing. And yeah, they haven't released music in a long time, but they were just touring off them songs, and it was clearly enough. They had a couple of bops, they had a lot of hits, and you know, in these day and age, it's all about the nostalgia. So that's what people were living for. So, shout out to y'all. Yeah, y'all breaking it. And it's funny because I had some people in my in other comments and in my comments, some people was like, I thought they broke. I mean, I didn't even know they were still around. I was like, yeah, you're not gonna hear that. I mean, unless, like they said, they performed at Pride. So um there's that. And then they did the thing with New Year's Rockin' Eve. And then, of course, they had the revival because of the Barbie movie. So, of course, that went hand in hand because that was a way to bring them back up. But yeah, they've been touring excessively overseas for many years. And I think they did a couple of the festivals out here in America. But for the most part, yeah, they haven't released music in a long time. So, shout out to y'all. And I definitely want to hear from y'all. What do you guys think of the story of the news regarding Aqua breaking up after 30 years? I guess, when you get to a certain age, you don't want to be out here singing them kitty ass songs. We could just live for those vicariously in our brain. Because I remember I was out somewhere and they played the Barbie Girl song, and people went crazy. It might have been the Garden when they had that song come on, and people was going in. So that the song is definitely a classic. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.